Welcome to Kinesis. So today I'm going to be leading you through a boot camp interval training workout where we do 40 seconds of work and 20 seconds of recovery. I am going to clump the exercises in pairs of 2. So I will demonstrate exercise A followed by exercise B. We will go through 40 seconds of A, 20 seconds of rest, immediately into 40 seconds of B, 20 seconds of rest, where I will demonstrate the next set of exercises. So if that sounds good, then join me on your mat. Grab a pair of dumbbells. I have 8 pounds here, and I'm going to just use the one pair. I would say anywhere between 5 to 10 pounds would be ideal, but if you do not have dumbbells, then don't worry about it. You can do everything without the dumbbells and still get amazing benefits in your body. The main thing is you are moving and you are here committing to your health. So anyways, let's get started with a warm-up. Find some space to lay out a mat. I've got his hair all over my feet. He sheds everywhere. And we're gonna start with just some high knee marches. Open your chest with your palms forward, your arms slightly back behind the shoulder. Shoulders are rolled down and back. Opening up your neck. If you hold yourself here, scrunched up at a desk, try to open it up. Showing you from the side. I'm gonna try to do demonstrations from multiple angles so you can really see how to align your joints. So high knees. Let's go into a little jog. Pumping those arms. And then some butt kickers. Just little gentle taps towards your bum. Engaging that core. So we're going to work on maintaining our neutral spine today. It's a Pilates term, meaning equal engagement of the core from the front and back. So we're not going to just be using the abdominals or the back. We want to equally support our spine, kind of like a sandwich. This is a bread, keeping the spine supported in that lower back. Okay, a few more butt kickers. Let's go into some squats. Feet are parallel, a little bit wider than shoulder distance apart. Arms come forward as a counterbalance. Inhale down, exhale up. So here's that side view. Your knees should be gliding over the space of the second toe, or kind of like in between the first and second toe, somewhere in that general vicinity. Weight is in your heels, load those glutes. Remember to exhale to drive yourself up. Okay, we're gonna add a reach. Squat, reach. So you're reaching to the opposite diagonal. Left hand to right diagonal. Right hand to left diagonal. Getting a little rotation in the lower body. Exhale, reach. Inhale, down. One more each side. Few more squats. We're going to squat with our arms overhead in a Y. We're only going to do 8 of these. Waking up the mid and lower trapezius. Trying to relax the upper trap by bringing those shoulder blades down, back on that rib cage. One more. Arms sweep down to the sides. And we're going to come into a Tai Chi lunge series. Step your feet out pretty wide. You don't want to be here. You want to be more like here. External rotation from the hips all the way into the feet. Toes are angled out. Hands on the hips. We're going to start with weight shifting. From left to right, trying to not elevate her up and down like so, but to shift your weight low from left to right. So this is an element from Tai Chi. All of these weight shifting exercises are very prevalent in the practice of Tai Chi and Qigong. Once you get that weight shift down, you can add a rotational element in the upper body. Let's see if I can do it correctly on the first time. So shift, rotate, shift, rotate. Now you're rotating the thorax, your upper torso. Think about wrapping the ribs side to side. On the exhale, inhale, shift the weight, exhale, rotate. You can pretend you're holding a ball of chi, chi being energy. So same thing, shift, rotate, shift, rotate. The palms switch directions, but they're always facing each other. You just change which hand is on top. So say this in your head, shift, rotate, shift the weight, rotate the upper body. Really good for getting that spinal mobility while getting a little more endurance, blood flowing in the lower body. One last. Level 3 to our Tai Chi lunges. This is a fun one, so let's start with those weight shifts, left and right. Once you shift to your right, bring your arms in front of you, draw them back like you're doing a row, and then push as you shift your weight. So watch that again. Push and shift. Sweep the arms, row the arms, push and shift. Sweep the arms, row the arms, push and shift, and sweep, and row, and push and shift. Sweep, row, push and shift. Now the breath. Let's go. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, row, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, draw the elbows back, proud chest. Exhale, push and shift. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, push and shift. Fill the lungs entirely with air. And expel all of it. One more each side. And then come up, feet parallel. I'm going to show you this from the side. We're going to draw our left leg up, or the leg facing the screen, without doing anything in your torso, just drawing that leg up as high as you can, putting pressure into the ball of the big toe on your grounded leg, and we're going to work and strengthen our end range of hip flexion. So these are your hip flexors. They draw your leg up. So we're going to apply a downward force on the top of the thigh, not on the knee, never on the knee joint. And we're going to push down and resist by driving our leg up. This is really challenging. We're only going to do it for about 15 seconds. So you're working on that weak end range of motion, end range of your hip flexion, where our muscle tends to be very weak. When you strengthen this, it'll help you to really release any tension you're holding in your hips. Oh, release that leg. We'll do the other side. Draw that right leg up. Inhale. Exhale. Downward pressure onto the lower part of the thigh, but not on the knee. If you're falling like I am, make sure you're putting more pressure in the left big toe, so you don't roll out to the side. Engaging that left butt cheek, left hamstring. Stay lifted, proud chest. Keep breathing. One more inhale. And final exhale. Oh, let the leg come down. Let's do some arm circles. While you're doing these, I don't want you to puff the chest and bring the booty back. I want you to stay nice and tall and stacked, soft bend in the knees, core engaged, looking in front of you. You're making golf ball, tiny little circles like a golf ball. And reverse the direction. Okay, arms are gonna come back down to the sides. And let's, I think we're about warmed up. So there's one more thing I wanted to do for our warm up, and that is for your wrists. So come into quadruped, because we are going to be doing some planks today. So 4 points of contact here in quadruped, with your shoulders above your wrists and your knees beneath your hips. We're going to do scapular push-ups. So just your shoulder blades, your scapula, are going to move towards each other, away from each other. All the while you are maintaining a beautiful neutral spine, engaging that core. Let the shoulder blades sink towards the spine and let them widen like stage curtains. Inhale down, exhale lift. Just getting a little lubrication in that scapulothoracic joint. That just is a fancy way to say the joint where the shoulder blades rest or kind of float on top of the back of your ribs. We need to get more stability in that joint. And this is a really good warm-up for any sort of exercise where you're in quadruped or in a plank or push-up. And roll up. Roll the shoulders down and back. And take a seat on your mat. Grab some water. And we are going to begin the workout. So we're going to begin with exercise 1. I'll demonstrate the first 2 exercises. They are both going to begin in a glute bridge. So if you do not have dumbbells, I will have you hold a glute bridge. Your feet are in line with your knees, which are in line with your hips. Your hands are going to be pressing down into the mat. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, drive the glutes up and hold. So make sure the knees don't sprawl out to the side. You're holding them close together like you're squeezing a ball. Now, if you have dumbbells, you're going to take the dumbbells in your hands and we're going to do a chest fly. Open, exhale to bring them up. Inhale to open, keep a soft bend in the elbows, exhale up, inhale to open. Keep the hips high the whole time for 40 seconds. We will rest for about 20 seconds. You can do less if you would like, 10 to 20 seconds. And then we will go straight into exercise 2, which is going to be I'll show you with the dumbbells this time. Chest press. So you're going to have the elbows about 45 degrees away from the body with the palms facing each other. Inhale here, exhale, drive the hips up, drive the arms up. Pelvis taps down and it quickly goes right back up. Inhale on the exertion. Exhale, Inhale back down. Try to soften and relax the rib cage as much as possible. So we're gonna begin with those 2 exercises in just 1 second. Let me get my timer up. Okay, 3, 2, 1, 40 seconds. Find your bridge, exhale up, bring the elbows above the shoulder, palms face each other, and start your chest fly. Remember to keep a soft bend at the elbow. Inhale and then exhale to close the arms. Strong glutes, strong inner thighs and core. While working the chest and the biceps and the front of the shoulders. Finish your last rep and time. Lower your hips, lower the dumbbells. And then just take a little time for yourself. Approximately 20 seconds. I'm not actually timing the rest. I'm just kind of feeling it in my body. Okay. Grab your dumbbells again. We're going to do the chest press in synchronization with the hips coming up and down. Starting in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Elbows out to the side. Inhale to prepare. Exhale. Tap it down real quick. like you're on hot lava and you have to keep lifting your bum so it doesn't burn. Rotating those arms so the palms face each other, then they face away towards your knees. And again, if you don't have weights, you can use a soup can, you can use anything really that has a little weight to it that you can hold, or you can just do the glute bridge without any resistance. That was our last one. Bring the weights to your side. Then we're gonna rest. You get your 20-second rest. I get to demonstrate for you guys. So next we're going to do a roll up into a leg lift. So that looks like this, with the arms by the ears, not here. Try to keep the ribs heavy. Don't let your ribs flare. Core is engaged. We take an inhale. Our legs are nice and long. Toes are just relaxed. We are relaxed. Inhaling here. Exhaling, rolling up halfway, so I'm really pulling my belly button towards my spine and deeply contracting my deep abdominal muscles, and I lift the leg. I come back down, exhale, lift the other leg. That's exercise 1. Exercise 2 is going to be a variation of that with our legs at tabletop, hip distance apart. We inhale, we roll up, and we do 1, 2, 3, 4, sprint, cross punches, roll back down to that 90-degree position, inhale, exhale, roll up, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a variation on a Pilates exercise that is right here called teaser, but it's modified because our knees are bent and then we're doing some punches. Okay, we're going to begin. 40 seconds on, 20 off. 3, 2, on your backs, and 1. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, roll up halfway, lift the left leg. Roll back down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, roll down. Be aware of your ribs. Make sure they're not flaring up towards the sky. Move with control, not with flailing momentum. Exhale, lift, curl halfway. Reaching forward. Three seconds. And done. Relax here. Take a few deep breaths. Maybe do some mobility with your hips if you like. Do some knee stirs. Both directions, and then we'll go into our sprinter roll-up with 4 cross punches. Working the obliques a little bit. Here we go. Bring those legs hip distance apart, held at 90-degree tabletop. And in 3, 2, here we go. Inhale, exhale, roll up, punch, punch, exhale, exhale, inhale, roll down. Exhale, roll up. Inhale, roll down. Exhale. Punch, punch, cross body, cross body. Inhale, roll back to the mat. Inhale. Use your breath, use sound effects. I promise you, it will help you guide the movement. Let's do one more rep. And roll back down. And time. Hug those knees to your chest. Our next exercise, let me check my little notebook here. Oh yes, okay. I remember. We're going to do one side at a time. This is a fun one. Now, if this is too hard, I'm going to demonstrate level 1, and then I will add the dumbbells. It's a wood chopper. So if you're chopping wood with your leg, we come into our glute bridge, put our weight into our left foot, and our left hip is going to be doing all the work to keep us up. We bring that right foot up, we chop our leg down with control, and we bring it up. Flex out the ankle, point to bring it back up. Now, if you want a little more work and this is not enough, you can, well, from here you would just be pressing the arms and the hands into the ground as you do the leg movement. But if you want more work, you're going to be doing a dumbbell pullover for the lat muscle of your back. So it would look like this, coming up. The arms go back with the leg. Now don't slam those dumbbells into the ground. Keep a soft bend at the elbows. And we're working the lat as we pull the dumbbells back towards our leg. Okay, so that's gonna be both exercises on both legs. Okay, here we go. Starting with the right leg moving in 3, 2, 1. So if you're using dumbbells, put them together. Press them together the whole time above your shoulders. Inhale, exhale into the bridge. Bring that right leg up. Wood chop and come together. Inhale, exhale. Dorsiflex the ankle. Plantar flex, point, and flex. Don't let that left hip fall. Keep your right hip in line with the left. No dipping it. Press actively through that left foot. One more. Now come down carefully. Place the right foot down. Bring the hips down. Bring the elbows to your side. And set the weights down. Quick recovery, and we'll go straight into side 2. In 3, 2, 1. So let's get to that starting position. Press your weights together above your shoulders. Inhale, exhale, lift the hips. Straighten the left leg. Dorsiflex and plantar flex. Now you're really pressing into that right foot. Lifting the right hip. Engaging the right glute. Glutes, plural. You have more than one. Inhale away. Exhale up. One more. Lower the foot to the ground, lower the hips, lower the elbows, bring the weights to your side. And take a quick water break and join me back on the mat. Okay, so now we begin the next chunk of our workout. Come onto your hands and knees. I'll demonstrate the first 2 exercises. You're going to be in a plank. You can do a full push-up, tricep push-up, or I'm going to do it from the knees because I have a shoulder issue. So tricep push-up, your elbows graze the side of your rib cage. Inhale down, exhale up. I'm going to lift my knees, drive my knee to the same side elbow on both sides, back into my tricep push-up, trying to be aware of keeping my neck and head in line with my spine, engaging my gluteal muscles, and being really strong throughout my push-up and plank. Exercise 2, same thing, we're going to be in a high plank. We're going to walk our feet up and back, alternating sides. Whatever foot leads one time, you lead with the other foot on the second time. Okay, here we go. So get ready. I'm going to get my 40-second timer up. Meet me in a high plank, and we're going to start in 3, 2, 1. Push up. Drive the knees. Strong neck. Exhale up. Exhale as you draw the knee to the elbow as well. Don't let your core go. Pull that belly button up towards your spine. Building heat in the triceps. And time, sit back into child's pose with your heels underneath your hips, reaching your arms forward for your quick recovery. One more full inhale. Slow exhale. Walk back out into your plank, and we're going to start the second exercise. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Okay, walk that left foot up, right. Back with the left, back with the right. Now bring the right up first. So you're alternating sides. It's like you're stepping up into a low squat, but we're not lifting our torso into the squat with our hands off the floor, but we will be doing that later. So remember this movement pattern because we're adding on at the end of the workout. Keep that neck strong. Don't let it droop. No drooping necks. Almost done. Time. Sit back over your heels. Roll up through the spine. Let me see what we've got next. Okay, prone. We're gonna work our back. So I'm gonna demonstrate real quick. I'm gonna demonstrate 3 exercises, okay? I know I usually do 2, but I'm gonna show you 3. On your bellies with your forehead to the ground, your hands are back beside you, nice and long, palms facing up. Now reach both of your legs up and lengthen them a little bit. Open the fronts of your hips, press the front of your hips into the ground, engage your glutes, pull your core up. Take an inhale, exhale. On your next inhale, reach the arms up. Fingertips reach away from you, head reaches up. And then tap it back down slowly. This is called a rocket from Mat Pilates. Think about being a rocket, taking off, opening up the upper spine, mid-spine, supporting the lower back with the core and the glutes. So those are our rockets. Then we're gonna add on. We're going to come up, lift the legs, squeeze the legs towards each other. Wider will be easier. You're gonna do little circles, golf ball circles yet again with the arms, and I'll have you switch directions halfway through, come back down. The third exercise will be palms on the ground in front of you. Inhaling up into a superhero lift, 3 lat pull downs, 2, 3, arms reach back and lower. So we're going to repeat all of that for 40 seconds with 20 seconds of rest in between. I invite you to come back into a child's pose as a counter stretch to stretch out your back. That has been working really hard for you. So we begin on our bellies. This is really hard for me, by the way. It's gonna be hard to talk. In 3, 2, 40 seconds. Come into those rockets. Legs and feet are down. Inhale to lift, exhale to lower. So we're lifting the thoracic, spine, opening the shoulders. Lifting with control, lowering with control. Getting extension, openness in the upper back. Pressing the pelvis into the ground and engaging your core, pulling it in towards the spine. That is your last one. Oh. Another option for a recovery would be to kind of let your heels fall outward, your toes in, and look one direction, and then the other, to relieve the neck. Take another deep breath in and out. Come back to your forehead on the mat. Same position, but now we're going to lift the legs with our body and circle the hands. We'll circle the arms from the shoulder joint. Golf ball size circles in 3, 2, and 1. So inhale, we'll lift the legs and the arms. The upper body, and we're gonna circle the arms. Tiny, tiny circles. Feel like you're pressing a ball in between your upper thighs. You don't want your legs to be just lax. You want them to feel active and long. You're reaching away from you actively the whole time you're up here. So you don't compress that lower back. Reverse your circles. And reverse them again. Working the triceps, opening up the front of the shoulder, working the back of the shoulder. And reverse again. And lower. Oh. Maybe come into child's pose. Get a little more flexion in that lower back that we've been extending. And back to your bellies for our final stretch. Not stretch, this is not stretching, but we're working our back. So superheroes with 3 lat pull downs. 3, 2, 1, on your bellies. Palms are in front of you, shoulder distance apart. Inhale, lift. Exhale as you draw the elbows back. 3 times. And lower, and we repeat. Inhale, lift. Inhale, lift. Press the pelvis into the ground, engage those glutes and your core. You are a superhero flying through the sky. Make sure you're not craning your neck, you're not looking up, you're looking down at the ground below you, waving at everybody. This is our last one. And lower. Come into that child's pose real quick. And then grab your set of dumbbells. We're going to do some split squat lunges with bicep curls. Then we're going to get our heart rate up a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to do this from the side. Grab your dumbbells, engage your core. I'll demonstrate this really fast. You're just going to be stepping back into a split squat where you bring your leg down at 90 degrees and you're going to do a curl as you lower that leg. Now I like to do hammer curls. It feels a lot better on my shoulder. My right shoulder's got an injury. But you can also do the supinated grip here. It's just a little harder for me. So we're gonna do that on both sides. And then directly after that, let me see, we're doing jump squats. So after we do that on both sides, you're gonna come into your squat. Exhale to explode up, toe ball heel landing. Okay, so let's do all of that. And then I'll demonstrate the next ones. We're gonna start in 3, grab your dumbbells, 2, and 1, hammer curl. Or you can do supinated. Exhale as you curl. We're just doing one leg at a time here. So if you'd like, you could do hammer curl on this leg and a traditional supinated palms up curl on the other leg. And time. Keep holding your dumbbells, but walk around a little bit for your break. Now, if it's too much pressure on your knee, then you can just stay here in your lunge and do your curls here without bending the knee. Or you could just go down partially like a little baby, tiny degree of flexion. You don't have to come all the way down. Okay, I'm definitely feeling my biceps. Let's get started. Indies, gonna cheer us on in 3, 2, 1. Step back with your other leg. And 40 seconds. Relax your shoulders, relax the neck. Don't hold any tension in your jaw if you're clenching. I tend to do that when I get tired. Completely normal, actually. A lot of people hold tension in their face. So remember, you can be here. Engaging that left glute. Straight left leg. And we're done. Oh my goodness. Put those weights down. Take a breather. And we're gonna go into those jump squats. 40 seconds of work. Here's a modification. If you don't want to jump, then I want you to be here. Squat, releve. Releve is the ballet word for a heel raise. And we are going to get started. And then my computer's going to die, so I'm going to take a break. So we're going to start in 3, 2, and 1. Inhale down, exhale, explode up. Toe ball heel to absorb the landing. Make sure those knees are tracking over the second toe. Options that come here. Exhale up. Eight seconds. And time. Grab some water, towel off, and join me back on the mat shortly. Okay, now we're homeward bound, so I'm not going to give us a break until the cool down. Our next exercise is a squat. Rotate into a squat, split squat, back to the squat, rotate into another split squat. So if you see, I'm doing a little a tiny little bounce in my step, like a jump, into this inward rotated, so I'm rotating on the diagonal to a split squat. I'm coming through center, then I'm rotating this side, and I'm doing that same split squat from earlier. So if that's too much on your knees, I want you here doing like a salsa step, rock step together, rock step together. Still getting your obliques engaged, but without the impact on the knees. Following that, we are going to come into, where am I? Twist jumps, and then dumbbell rows. Twist jumps, you twist your upper body in opposition with the lower body, low impact. Keep your shoulders squared forwards and shimmy your feet left and right. Don't let your upper body move. That's the low impact version. So let's get started with that. In 3, 2, 1. 40 seconds. You're either here doing the salsa rock step, or you're here doing a little jump, a little spring in your step, squat jump, split squat on the diagonal. This one is really tiring, so if you need to, you can interchange either of the variations. Making sure you know where your knees are. You have 5 seconds left. Ooh. And come up. Take a quick breather, and we're gonna go straight into our twist jumps. Then we'll grab our dumbbells for some rows and reverse flies. Here we go, 3, 2, 1. Twist it out. Engage that core. You're really getting into those oblique muscles on the sides of your abs. Or you're here, shimmying your feet, shimmying that lower waistline left and right, trying to keep both of your shoulders squared forwards. Don't let them go back. And time. Take a breather while I demonstrate. I have 2 weights. Because of my shoulder weakness, I need to use like 3 pounds for the fly. But we're gonna start with a bent over, hip hinged row. You're just gonna draw the wrist towards the ribs. Think wrist towards the ribs, elbows draw back, engaging the muscles of your back and your lats, all of the above on those rows. Now I really want you to make sure that your hips are back and you're straight through the spine. You're not rounding through the spine. Following that, we're gonna go straight into a reverse fly. Same hip hinge. Exhale the weights over, not over. What am I saying? Out to the side. Inhale back. So palms face each other. And we're going to begin. And I'm gonna have you watch my left side because the right side does not look very good. I'm trying my best though, it's just my weaker side. We're gonna start in 3, 2, 1. with our dumbbell hip hinge rows. Exhale, drive the elbows back. Weight is in the heels, your glutes are back. Knees are over that second toe. You're gonna get tired of me saying that, but you'll never forget again. Palms face each other, so the dumbbells are parallel to one another. And time. Carefully set those weights down and grab your lighter weights if you need to, otherwise you're going to use the same weights. One more breath. Come back to that hip hinge and we're going to start in 3, 2, 1. Reverse fly. Palms face each other. Exhale, inhale. Move very slowly and with control. That's my challenge for you. Working the back of the deltoid. It's called the posterior delt. Back of your shoulder. Strong through the base of support. Strong through the torso. You might have a weaker side like I do, and that's okay. Just moving it is great for it. And last one. Carefully set those dumbbells down. You're actually done with your small dumbbells. We will need only one of your bigger dumbbells for this next exercise. So it's a sumo squat. Okay, sumo squat, feet are wide, hip external rotation, toes are out. So you're gonna come into a squat, lower the harder, up is going to be easier. So sink into any depth of a squat, glutes are engaged, torso is upright. We're gonna do a side raise, front raise, only to the shoulders, and side raise, and repeat without coming up, and it will really burn. You'll thank me later. 3, 2, and we begin. Squat down. Make sure the knees are still in line with that second toe. They're not bowing inward or out. Exhale to move it up. Inhale down. Modification could be coming into an upright row in the middle to relieve your shoulders a little bit. Otherwise, do that forward raise for all 3 of the raises. Finish your set, and we are done. Oh, kick out those legs and set your dumbbells down. We are actually done with the dumbbells. Let's see. Okay, plank into our low squat, hand release. Plank, ski jumps with a tricep push-up, and then we only have 2 more after that. So I'm gonna quickly demonstrate both of those. We did this one earlier. We did most of this exercise where we step up, but before stepping back, we're gonna come into a squat with their arms in front of us, come back down, then lead with the other foot, low squat, really good for hip mobility, and then walk back. Second exercise, you're in a plank. You're gonna do ski jumps, jumping your feet to the side of your body. Come into either a normal tricep push-up or a knee tricep push-up, and repeat. So let's go through those, and then I'll demonstrate the final 2 exercises. We are almost there, guys. Hang in with me. Okay, take a deep breath. Exhale, find your high plank, and let's go. Walk it up. Walk it back. Change the leading foot. Inhale the arms up. This is really good for your hips, but it is hard. So if you feel like you cannot come into this position, then you'll work to that. And for now, you can just be here, walking forward and back here without coming up. come back to your plank, hold it for 3, 2, 1. Drop the knees, quick child's pose. And then we're gonna go into the ski jumps. Those are really good for targeting your oblique muscles. Into a tricep push-up. Come back to your plank and we'll begin in 3, a 2, and a 1. Exhale, ski jump. Knees down or up for your tricep push up. I'm alternating the side that I start my ski jump on, but you don't have to get it alternating every time. Just try to mix it up a bit. Oh, it's getting hard, but it's a good thing we just ran out of time. Oh, okay, you relax for a little bit, grab some water. I'm gonna demonstrate our final 2 exercises. So, our last one will have a little bonus at the end, but it's a fun bonus, so don't worry too much. So squat with a knee drive, and then a fun plank to end our class today. So let's start with a quick demonstration. Your feet are going to be parallel, a bit wider than shoulder distance apart. You're gonna squat down, come up, alternating knee drives. Core is engaged, just like in our warm-up, bring that knee up. And then our second exercise is really fun. It's a plank, but we're getting some lower body rotation by tapping our toe back to the other side, keeping our upper torso squared to the ground, just moving the bottom of the torso in a floor scorpion. From animal flow, it's called floor scorpion when you're on your belly doing this. And then we will end with turning into a side plank. You can always come down to the knee or be up in a full side plank, 10 seconds on each side, then we'll pull it down. Okay, so when you're ready, come up into the squat, position, take an inhale, and I'm setting the timer, 40 seconds, and we are starting now. Squat, knee drive, exhale. Showing you from the side. Wrap those core muscles around that spine. Three seconds. And shake it out. Oh, 1 final exercise, and then we are done. Okay. So let's come into that plank. I call them floor scorpion planks. We'll start in 3, 2, and 1. Here we go, find your steady plank. Tap your big toe back, and then switch sides. Feel I can't speak. Feel mobilization, rotation in your lower torso, in those hips, in your lower back, in the obliques. Keep looking to the ground, squaring your gaze to the space in between your hands. Almost there. But remember, don't come out of this. We're going to go into a side plank facing me. Face me. Rotate into any variation of a side plank you would like for 10 seconds. And rotate away from me for the other side plank. Come back to the normal plank. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Bring your knees down, sit into child's pose. And you made it through the meat of the workout. Good job. It was a tough one for sure. We are going to cool it down for a few minutes. Come into quadruped. Curl your toes. We're gonna shoot up into a downward dog. Lift the hips, lower the heels. Think of yourself being a triangle. Your hips are the peak. Press evenly through your hands and your feet. Lengthen the back of the legs. If this is hard, you can be with a bent knee. You can have your knees bent, more on the balls of your feet to gain length in your spine. If your hamstrings are saying, no, that's not gonna happen today with straight legs. You can also walk your dog. This feels really good on my tight calves today. Alternating, lifting one heel and pressing the other down. Shake your head, swirl it around, relieve any tension in the neck. Hold it for 3 more seconds. And then walk your feet up to your hands. Bend your knees, roll up through the spine 1 vertebrae at a time. Face me, and we'll end with a little warrior 2 side stretch. So swivel your right foot, toes to face the wall, and your left foot so that the heel is in line with the sole of that foot, the arch of the foot, and those toes are facing forwards on your left foot. Square your hips towards me, bring the arms to a T, and then bend that right knee so that the knee is tracking over the ankle. Here's your warrior 2 position that you have probably done in a yoga class. Should be familiar, palms are down. Look over the middle finger of the right hand. Let's come into a side stretch. Bring your right forearm to the thigh. Reach the left arm overhead. Really reaching, palm facing down. Opening up the side body. Opening up that left hip. Pressing it forwards by engaging the glutes. Inhale. And exhale, come up to the T, counter stretch. I'm bringing my hand behind my back. You could also put it down your thigh like so. And reach in opposition to the other way, but don't move your legs. Keep them grounded, keep them strong. One more inhale. And exhale, come up and swivel your feet for the other direction. Look over the middle finger. Forearm comes to the thigh. Ooh, I am feeling this side even more. So we're opening up our side body, our lats, our obliques, our hips, our QL on our back. One more inhale. Full exhale to come up into the counter stretch. One more inhale. And exhale back to the T arms, looking over your middle finger, and press up. Bring your feet together, and we'll end with 3 roll downs. Inhaling the arms up. Exhale, curl like you're going over a big beach ball. Roll all the way down through your spine. Releasing the tailbone at the very bottom when you can't round anymore. Then bend the knees to roll back up. Tuck the tailbone. Round through the low back, mid back. Finally, the upper back, shoulders, and the head come up last. I'll show you from the side. Inhale, the arms come up. Gather all the air that you can in between your arms and exhale, round over a big beach ball. Feel the rounding, opening of the upper back, mid back, low back. All the way until you have to release that pelvis, tipping it forwards. Hang out here and taking a sip of air. Exhale, bend the knees slightly and start to round up through the spine and reverse. We'll do one more. Exhaling and rounding. And then pausing at the bottom. and exhaling and rolling up. One vertebrae at a time. Shake your head a little bit, shake your body. Do anything you need to do to finish up your workout. And we are done. Thank you so much for joining me today. I know it is not the most structured workout. I had to look in my journal. We had a dog interrupting a few times. My computer died, but we made it through it. And I congratulate you for getting through the class, even though I said it would be about 30 minutes. I obviously was wrong, but all of the time was well spent. Thank you for joining me today. I hope to see you soon.